y'all would just raise your own damn kids like I told you to, we wouldn't be in this kind of mess.
Salutations, friends.
Salutations.
Salutations, friends.
Salutations. My name is Brianna Bond, otherwise known as No Ordinary Scholar.
I thought it was about time that I preached my piece. Spoiler alert, it's about time.
I'm not a betting girl. That sounds amazing.
I'm listening.
Are you ready?
Salutations, friends. My name is Brianna Bond, otherwise known as No Ordinary Scholar, and God, you do not understand how much I've missed you guys. Just so much. I've missed this channel. I've missed this desk space, which, I mean, I've missed recording at this desk space, which I'm sure you guys have noticed is a bit different. I do plan on doing a full desk and home tour on my Patreon account, so feel free to check that out there. But, and because I'm feeling real generous, so if we can get this channel to 10 subscribers, that's just 2 more subscribers. If we get 10 subscribers, I'll post my desk tour with all the descriptions and like explanations of a lot of the office supplies that I have around here. I'll post that just on my main channel. But if we can get it to 15 subscribers, then I'll do the full home tour. My full Honolulu apartment tour can go on my main channel. But if not guys, then I'm gonna just keep it to the patrons and just let them enjoy those kind of goodies, because there's been a lot of goodies over on that side. I've been posting some super secret shenanigans about my books that are coming up. They're ahead of the game on the books that I'm reading as well, and just all the changes that I'm making with this channel. They're the first to know, so go check it out. Link is in the description down below. But for right now, I want to kind of describe to you what we got up here. These are my Cosmic Sesame Street friends. So we got Elmo over here holding I Hear Colors. Cookie Monster's got the color black. And Big Bird, if you can see him, has got my current notebook that I'm writing. And just something cute, It's like a really important part of my like working spot. I'm low-key trying to turn it into a bullet journal. Check out my vlogs if you want to know more about that, because that's getting real intense. I'm getting real obsessed. But that's not what you're here for today. If you wanted to just chat them, just talk, you would have gone to my live stream, or you would have gone to my vlogs, both of which, like, guys, step it up. If you don't know about these things, you gotta step it up. So today, we are actually going to be talking about I, Robot by Isaac Asimov. Now, if you're over here thinking about Will Smith, get out. Go read the book now. Or you can go check out my IGTV story, where I essentially went over and discussed every single short story in the book, or go and look at the archived version of the live stream that I did, because I did a full live stream talking about this book. Guy, like, where have you guys been? Links are gonna be everywhere. There are gonna be so many links for you guys. But I digress. For those of you that just need me to brush you up right here, right now, that's fine. We can do that. So I, Robot, it's not actually like one cohesive story, really. It's more of a collection of short stories that have been kind of pushed together. And the basic idea of the stories is that, hey, like, people in the future, because it takes place kind of like now, like in 2015, stuff like that, but he wrote it way back when. So it's weird, but we're just gonna say future in quotations. People in the future, they're gonna have robots and stuff, but you don't need to be scared, because humans aren't stupid. We're not idiots. So we're going to have these 3 laws that are gonna be built into the robots. And those laws are: 1, a robot can never harm a human or let a human come to harm through the robots in action. 2, a robot must obey a human's orders except when that conflicts with law number 1. And 3, a robot must protect its own existence except when that comes into conflict with the other 2 laws. While those laws are very great ideas, and they're great in thought, through the book that we are presented, they are not always implemented. At least not at first. In the series of stories, there is like a robot that is built intentionally with the laws a little bit altered. But we're not going to talk about him today. Today, we are talking about the robot that was the first one we are actually introduced to in this world, And I think in the full timeline of events, he is the second robot in, like, if we put everything in chronological order, I believe he's the second robot, and his name is Robbie. So Robbie is this caretaker robot. He's supposed to be able to take care of children, but he's like a really old generation robot, one of like the first few like home-based robots, because he can't even speak at this time. In order to have a speaking robot, the robot takes up literally the dimensions of an entire room just for all the processing materials and such that are used to help that robot be able to talk. Similar to how like people describe the first supercomputer. It was huge, it was massive, it took up a whole room. That was what it was like having the first talking robot. And so you had this robot, Robbie. He was a caretaker robot. He was designed to, help take care of kids. I've said that like 8 times, but whatever. He specifically, this robot was caretaking a little girl named Gloria. And while he did his job perfectly fine, the mother of the child really got uncomfortable because people in this town were like, "Oh my God, she got a robot. You can't trust them robots." And so the mom was like, "You can't trust them robots, boo. You gotta get rid of the robot, or he's gonna hurt the girl." He's not gonna hurt the girl. He's not gonna hurt the girl. Mom's just being overdramatic because people in the town got in her head. And eventually they do get rid of Robbie. It's a whole thing. It breaks Gloria's heart, sends her into depression. I talk more about it on my IGTV story. And I know what you're thinking. What could possibly be wrong with a babysitter that actually cares about your child's well-being? Yes, that was actually my exact line. So thanks for that. I'm sorry, it's a new season. I just got a little excited. Also, if you guys ever think that I'm getting rid of that bit, you are so wrong. The issue with Robbie is that he is defective. When I was actually thinking and putting together this episode, I was really, really interested in the psychology of Robbie and how throughout this entire time, he's very much thinking about whether or not he wants to follow these orders and showing all the emotions that he's dealing with throughout this entire series. And maybe that's a video I'll do another time, but because it was just, the psychology of the robots in this universe is so interesting. But I didn't need to go that long. I didn't need to go that deep. I could make it a lot more simple by just paying attention and looking at his actual actions throughout the story. Good, because Lord knows we don't need you talking more than you need to. Side note, people keep telling me I sound like I have a British accent. Like, that's something I get a lot. Comment down below what accent you think I have, because I'm curious. No, time and time again, throughout this entire story, Robbie is shown to defy Gloria. The fact that she has to tell him, like, hundreds or thousands of times that it's not fair, don't go in the house when we're playing hide and seek, it's not fair. The fact that she has to tell him that multiple times means that he is breaking law number 2. The fact that he can decide he doesn't want to give Gloria a piggyback ride until she gives him an offer that seems like a good enough trade-off, that is defying number 2. He's not doing what she's asking of him. He's having a very human response of, like, he's waiting to make sure he gets a good enough offer on his own side before he ends up completing these actions, which is breaking number 2. Oh, come on. He's just playing with a child. He still should be having those same issues. We see more advanced robots later on in the story get super tripped up by people making, like, those common statements and whatnot that happen to have an order in them. Like, "Oh, shut up," something like that, and they immediately obey the order. We see more advanced robots having those same kinds of issues throughout the other stories in this book. Robbie, being far less advanced, should certainly be having those same kinds of troubles, if not more. So he should very much be following every small, minute order that Gloria is giving him, because he doesn't know the difference between, he should not know the difference between an actual command and a joking command. Okay, well, maybe she's not set up to be the master, okay? I got 3 strikes for you on that one. 1, throughout the books we aren't really seen or shown any situation in which the robot has a specific human master. They may be owned by a certain person, they may be owned by a certain company. They're not assigned to each person. We've never seen them be assigned to a specific person. They're assigned maybe to a specific job, and then they're kind of programmed to be really good at the specifics of that job, but they're not really ever shown to be programmed to a specific individual, for one. For two, if you're trying to say that like maybe Gloria's mom's orders supersede Gloria's orders, while that does make sense, in theory, with the specific situations that were shown and the specific situations that I'm talking about, that doesn't make sense. Gloria's mom would not have told Robbie, hey, it's okay to run before Gloria finds you when you guys are playing hide and seek. That's not something Gloria's mom would have taken the effort to counteract, especially because she doesn't even want him playing with Gloria. So she probably would have said, don't play hide and seek, or don't play outside with Gloria, don't go this far away with Gloria, stuff like that. She wouldn't have told him the specifics about these specific games, counteracting the specific rules that Gloria specifically put in place. I just really want to say specific a lot of times, I guess. And for number 3, the second law states that he has to follow a human's orders. He must follow the orders given to him by a human. Gloria is still a human, and she's a small human, but she's still a human. Okay, well maybe Robbie didn't want to hurt Gloria's feelings by breaking her rules for her game. Therefore, breaking law number 1. Did you think of that? I did. I actually thought long and hard about that, because this is one of the major things I was thinking about when I was putting this piece together and considering, like, why is he playing with Gloria in this way? Is because he does have an understanding of, like, her feelings and how that's going to affect her later by him just not playing by her rules. But then you continue on with the book, and according to the lead robo-psychologist, an expert in the subject, the person this book is focused on, the only robot that should have been able to understand that concept is dead. God, it is episode 1 and you're already too much. Hey, I'm just trying to warn society that the AI intelligent robots that you're letting handle your children decide when it does and does not want to listen to its masters. That's something you should know. That's something you should be ready for. Thank you guys so much for listening. This actually was a video and an idea I started putting together as I was reading through iRobot for my IGTV store, which, if you ain't on top of that, guys, links are down below. All of my links are down below. Instagram, Facebook, No Ordinary Scholar, my books, and Patreon. All of it is down below for you, just giving you a heads up. Next week, Wednesday, we are going to be doing a live stream of just kind of discussing another book over there. The point of the live stream is to be a broader discussion, and with the live stream, you guys will be able to chat me up some questions, and we can just interact like a little bit more closely over on that side. I can't wait to see you then, but until next time, valedictions, friends.